Alright, you're back in and getting straight to this video. Life with Mike LS. Y'all see I had to do a little switcheroo because what did I tell y'all? I told y'all the orange box was next. Alright, so I'm just here. I'm gonna do the transmission fluid. So I'm just like all mixed up here, not organized, not focused. So let me show y'all the setup real quick, what I got underneath here going on. Right, y'all see that big boy pipe. So basically this is the transmission plug, and you know, for Renzel, you know, for the OEM pan, it was a seal pan. This is an aftermarket. I think I forgot what brand pan I bought for this, but it has a drain plug, so that's good. I have to hit it from down here. And then I had to do some MacGyver joint to loosen, to kind of like pre-game and loosen the oil filter, which was OD tight. I don't know why. And then I noticed I'm missing this cover right here where you could kind of see the flywheel. I forgot the name of that cover, but just little things that, you know, just dealing with Renzel and the similarities of whatever I really learned a lot with Renzel in terms of, because Renzel and this box Chevy, everything is kind of very similar, but not the same. So I always noticed that I could see the flywheel, but I just never noticed that, you know, it had a cap. For some reason I thought it was supposed to be like that, but Renzel, I have a cap basically that covers that. As I said, I forgot the name of it, but I'm gonna order it. And just looking underneath the car, and as I said, just going through Renzel, this for the Renzel remix, or whatever you want to call it, I've really learned a lot because I spend a lot of time underneath the car, and I'm just looking for similarities, and I'm looking for different things that, you know, I can improve, or something that I see wrong. So I did notice I think a hose or something was touching the pipe, which I have to it was removed. I think I moved it or somebody else moved it, whatever. But I got to throw some tape around it. But just little things that move and, you know, that gets in the way. I'm just here looking at it. So, all right. Well, other than that, let me try to get into draining this oil and swapping out the oil and get this video going, because Nas Motion is not here right now at the moment, and I am gonna have to kind of MacGyver this camera so I can at least give y'all, you know, a little bit of footage of what I'm doing. So let me try to get a good place to mount this camera, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I got a decent spot, and my battery for some reason is saying 50%, so let's knock this out like Pacquiao. Alright guys, and this is not going to be a too long video, but I still want to let y'all see what I'm doing. Quick maintenance. Oh man, let's just hit my quick maintenance. Quick maintenance. And so get it done, and get it done, and get it done. So I don't even think I actually needed this extendo. So we go on AC Delco with this, and this will be, let me see. Let me see, and this is, sure. I didn't jack up the car. I basically just kind of lift the car up because, you know, I'm on bags and I'm on 28, so I didn't actually need to jack it up. So I basically could, like, kind of like the Escalade, I could kind of like slide underneath here. So let's just bring this out and see what we got. there. And ready, guys, set, you. The clean look good. Can't complain. It's a great color. Not beat up, not brown, of course. But as I said, we going AC Delco. So let's get this all out. Fill back up with some Delco and get straight to it. So hopefully it looked like it should hold the same amount like the Escalade, because basically they both supposed to be the same pan capacity. And that don't look like a whole lot, because I was actually a little low on transmission fluid, people, actually. And I actually did put a little bit in because it was low to kind of like top it off. So I'm actually draining clean transmission fluid because it was a little bit low and I added some in. But I said, you know what? Let me not add no more. Let me just do Delco this time. And that's basically this thing got like a plastic washer. So it's pretty much drained. I don't think, I could get really too much more out of it. I gotta drain the oil next. I should just hit everything one time, okay, real talk, since I'm underneath here. I don't even think I have the size. But I may just do everything one time. Just kill two birds with one stone, as they say. Just get it out the way and get it done. Because I'm going to get this done. And maybe I'll take it out for a quick POV, people. You know what I mean? Maybe give y'all POV tonight, man. Yeah, I ain't get a black Chevy POV in a while. I've been getting a lot of Renzel joints. Alright, so I'm about to plug this up because I don't think I'm getting too much more out of this. So let's wipe around this real quick. Alright, and let's basically close this up right here. And I don't know if this has a torque spec. Maybe do, but I don't. I'm just gonna snug it. That should be cool. Wipe it down. Alright, so that was done, people. So, alright. That was drained. That was pretty quick, right? Quick and easy. So I'm not even going to go too far because I'm going to actually drain the oil. But I just don't know the size. Maybe I think it's a 15. Let me see. If I'm not mistaken. 15 or 17 maybe. Let's try 15. If it's 15, I'm super lucky. I'm about to get right to it. Who's that? Let's see, people, let's see actually a little bit of oil. From here, let me get some better lighting. And let's see, some better lighting here. Where's my wrench? This is a 15. I'm getting more comfortable, like, and it is a 15. Nice. Now see if I could get it loose. Now that's tightened. Alright. That's so what we gonna do. Okay, 2 birds with 1 stone, baby. As I said. And I don't think this is a good angle for this light, because when this thing starts splashing, and when it starts flying, it's gonna start flying. Let me see. Maybe here. Maybe here's one. Trying to see the angle from where I'm at. Okay, angle. Yeah, here we go. Let me get my rag, basically, because I don't know, sometimes this thing just be flying where it's flying. I feel like an oil lube place, kid. Like just doing a 2-in-1 special with Mike LS. Oil and transmission oil. $2.99. There we go. Oil look clean. Everything look clean, people. Clean oil, clean transmission oil. And y'all see the vibes with that. If the camera's actually, let me see if the camera's actually in a good angle for y'all to see that. Because I don't know what y'all can see right now. Let me run around and see if y'all can see. Because y'all maybe can't see. But here we go, people. Look at the motor oil. Alright, we did the transmission oil. This is the motor oil. And 2 birds with 1 stone. And just getting the box Chevy ready, got a little things to look at. I want to do a nice little cleaning, and it's tough doing a lot of cars. You got to be focused. Like, I'm trying to be focused. Trying to finish up Rangel. Trying to jump on this, trying to jump on that. That's why I can't have many cars. That's why I don't want no more cars, man. Anything gotta be brand new, I don't gotta do nothing. No more used cars like that, man. I gotta fix a Toyota. Used cars is like, it's a lot of too much work. Dig what I'm saying? Like, especially when you got an old school and you built the old school, and like, you know, like you ain't 100% do everything, and it's like, now I'm just like, you know, Mr. looking at everything, and I'm just seeing stuff, and that's annoying as hell because of the fact that I keep on seeing stuff. So let that drain, let that do what it do. Gotta change my gloves again. Really do. Alright, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all in a minute. Let me get myself my gloves swapped out, and let me get this done. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I drained the transmission. I got noise motion on deck, that's why y'all see me right here. Right, I drained the transmission oil and I drained the motor oil. I took out the filter, I swapped out the filter. So now it's just to refill everything. Alright, we're gonna start with the motor oil first. Right, and let's get that basically in here, and new cap, of course, and you can see actually all the blue O-ring issues coming out. I don't know why they just didn't make it black. They try to be cute, right? As I said, what we going with? Mobil 1 high mileage. So that's what's up next for the box Chevy, and this ish is. Now, been a little funky here, man, because you ripping my glove, right? I'm supposed to have some backup gloves, people, because I gotta buy some gloves, because these rubber gloves here, Cap, Grease Monkey tried to say this is a XL. Look at this. Unless I got some really big hands, this is a XL in a different world. So we're gonna go with the Once Upon a Time white gloves, which is a large. This joint is small too, but this is what I gotta use right now. I'm all over the place right now, people. I got the Toyota right here. I got the Renzel over there in the cut. But we getting it done. So, all right. So, okay. So now I am going to need a rag. Be careful now, motion. Because I'm the I'm just telling you be careful because I don't want you to trip on that. So let's kind of protect what we doing here. And you know what's crazy? Just looking at what I was doing on Renzel, I'm looking at this, the similarities, but the difference from, this is a 2002 motor from the 2013, and this is an LQ9 6.0 and a 6.2, just the similarities, but the difference in it is crazy. So like, as I said, there's a lot of things I recognize now from Renzel to this motor that, you know, I didn't pay focus on. So now I'm paying more focus to a lot of different things because I was all up in Renzel and I took it apart. So the way I look at things, the way I look at this car different now. So let's get this going. So this is 5 gallon joint. So it's going to take a little bit more than the recommended is 6 quarts, right? But I got a long sleeve filter. So with the long sleeve, it's going to take a little bit more than 6. You got what I'm saying? So people, if you're using a long sleeve, which I mean is I call it a long sleeve extendo filter. It's not like the normal size. It will require a little bit more oil unless you fill up the filter first with the oil and screw it in. And then I've seen a lot of people do that too. You could do that. You could put oil in the filter, like almost fill it up, screw it in. So now it wouldn't have to reach it this way. So, all right. So first time we using Mobil 1. High mileage with the extra protection. And I told you it was a thing with me, Mobil 1 high mileage versus AC Delco. AC Delco don't have the protection of high mileage in it. So as I said, I just wanted to try AC Delco and Renzel. I just wanted to do a whole OEM thing, right? And I actually did order OEM power steering fluid for the box Chevy. So that is basically coming. And I bought 7 quarts of this, so now I'm just gonna check in and just add the little as needed. And I'm gonna need these, basically, y'all know what, for the dirty oil. And this time I'm gonna actually use paper towel so we can actually take a look to see what this look like. So let me take this out slowly but surely. I don't want to cause a mess, right? Because the oil causes to get messy, people. Leave that right there. And y'all see I got the 24K gold stick, right? 24K gold stick. I know, people, I know. That's the details, people. What do you call that detail? That's the details. So let's take a look. Looking clean, looking good, but let's wipe and let's go back in again. And y'all see the 24K-ness? Okay. That's the gold-plated stick. And this is an aftermarket dipstick, basically that I bought when I was doing a swap. The OEM, I actually still see the OEM, it's like a rail that the stick go in, but let's see. So what it look like now, motion? It looks full. It looks full. And this stick is kind of like garbage because it's like kind of a little hard to I want like a stick that identifies like the level of the oil real easy. So let's take a look to see. Okay, so there's like a line right here, but it's supposed to be the full. Let's do it one more time and see. You know, the oil is like so clear and so new. It's like super hard to be like, oh, okay. So let's take a look again. Right. actually look like it's up here. But then again, it looks cool. So actually, I'm basically gonna warm it up. Basically, let it run through it, and then that's how I check it. So I put the recommended 6 quarts. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I'm gonna warm it up and maybe run it around, and then I'll make the adjustment as needed with that. So let's put this cap back on. Right. And what I actually wanted to do, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I changed the valve cover gasket, but I wanted to put the OEM joint. The OEM joint is real different from the felt. I think it's a Felt Pro. That's what I have in here. It's just real significantly, just like real different. So let me clean this out now, people, and we're gonna get to the AC Delco transmission on. I gotta get another. I always say it, which I actually do have more funnels. I'm gonna get another big funnel. I bought a garbage funnel for $7 and I wasted my money. Some clear joint, but I gotta get another. Just rinse it out. Always gotta clean stuff out. Now we're gonna go with the transmission oil, right? Oh, y'all ready for the AC Delco transmission oil? Oh, and I ain't even show y'all. I bought a new light, guys. I bought a new light finally, right? Because I've been using all these. I think this is Husky rechargeable, you know, little joints, whatever, which is mad cool. But other than that, the joint's just going dead on me, so had to get this joint right here. And this joint is pretty cool because it could twist. It got a hook on it, which is pretty good. It got the magnet and it extends, so can't be mad at that. So, all right, we're gonna get into Mr. Transmission oil now, right? And this right here is basically gonna use, when I did Renzel, basically I used 2 jugs of these, right? So this is a little one. So it took like 2 of these, basically from drain to, and I know mine was low, so I know it's like basically the same thing. So let's get this in here. Our protection right here. You gotta protect, because I hate when oil flow. And let's open up the Delco. So and y'all can see it's brand new. And if I ain't show y'all right here, that Dextron, y'all know, y'all already know everything gotta be Dextron. That's GM for you. Pop that. And that hurt. That one was hard. Now it's motion looking like, damn, dude, I ain't got no keys. You got some keys? Oh, there we go. Lifesaver. Right there. There you go, sir. Thank you. All right, so we go get into it. And I got the handle, the good old handle. Nice. And, all right, we go to work this in, people. Let's get a nice angle. Let's go. Okay, yes. Don't it feel good to put fresh fluid in your vehicle? Fresh for the summer, riding fresh. And I have to actually, I gotta get the Freon, people. Freon leaked out. I seen it leaking out. Leaked right out on me, kid. And I was like, damn. It didn't feel good seeing that. But it leaked right out on me. So gotta get that with the sealer, because I have a little, I think the condenser, that's where it kind of leaks from. So gotta get that nipped up. And now for the second battle, So I said it took damn near, Renzel took damn near the whole thing. So I am going to put enough, check, and I'm gonna make the adjustment. Right, people? So I'll actually show y'all. Let me see. From this bottle, right? I have this left. Right, I'm gonna put a little bit more, and then I'm gonna make the adjustment as I warm it up, put it in gear, and then I'm gonna show y'all the adjustment I'm gonna make because I did this already. That sounds kind of like positive, but I just want to show y'all basically the steps of it. So, okay, now let's get this out of here safely, right? And this is out of here, right here. Let's get the stick back in. All right, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm about to start up the box Chevy and let it do what it do. Let it warm up to normal temperature, I guess. And then I have to recheck the transmission fluid. So, y'all see it? Transmission and new transmission fluid, new motor oil, Mobil 1. Just trying to balance everything out. And yeah, y'all already see it, man, the box Chevy. So gotta make sure everything is what I gotta do a clamp check. I gotta check all my clamps because one thing, people, throughout years and stuff, these clamps loosen up on you. And I had that issue last summer. These clamps here, which I'm gonna show y'all, you see where I had to do some MacGyver-ish right here? And that was for the oil cooler line, right? It slid out, it broke, and you see how neatly I did some MacGyver-ish on it? I had to double clamp them. It. So I gotta check this one here. I gotta check this one here. I gotta check the lower to make sure that they don't come out. I gotta make sure I check these. I gotta make sure I check everything with the clamps. So I'm on a clamp check right now. I gotta make sure I recheck the clamps on Renzel too. Because as I said, these clamps, you think they tight, but then they loosen up. So that's it. I just actually did, I just took out some brake fluid, some old brake fluid, and put some new brake fluid. And you know what I forgot to do, people? I forgot to check my, that right there. And that is the, what you call this? Oil cash can. The oil cash can I have to, well, the car's running, I don't want to check it now. But if I unloose this, you're going to feel it suck in. It's supposed to like, have like, see? That means it's working. So I have to empty it, basically, to see if there's any old deposits or anything in there. And check my coolant bottle. My old coolant bottle looks Gucci. And yeah, alright, well, everything kind of looks good, so I'm just waiting for the box Chevy to, the temp right now was 138. I wanted to get to like normal temperature for this is like 190, something like that. When it gets to 190, the fans is gonna kick on. Then I'm gonna shut it down. Then I'm gonna recheck the oil and recheck the transmission oil and get it back to what it needs to be. And Osmosis, should we do a POV? Osmosis looking like, nah, he don't want to do a POV. I don't know, people. Maybe we do a POV, maybe not. We still actually have some light outside. It's not really too bad. You see Renzel in the car waiting for that brake caliper. Toyota's up next. I have the I gotta do the parts video. I have the tie rods. I gotta get the motor mounts for the Toyota. The charger, I gotta charge up the battery to full capacity, and then I gotta actually start taking it out because it's starting to get warm. So the charger will be out soon. And alright, so I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. I don't wanna burn up too much battery because I have a little bit of percentage left, but I wanna go through the exercise of showing you the oil and where I'm at and what I do. So I'm gonna tap back in with y'all in a minute. Alright guys, so I'm putting the car in gear to check the transmission fluid, running it through all the gears, reverse, neutral, drive, all the gears. Hold it for a second. Fans came on, as I said. Alright, let's check the transmission fluid. Let's see where we lie, where we at. First initial check, white. We damn near good. We're gonna check it again. Put it through the gears again to see where it's at, and it's basically full. So let's go through the gears again and see. So I'm just gonna put it through the gears again one more time, people, to see where it lies. And then I'm actually gonna drive it, let it flow, let it do what it do, and then I gotta recheck it again. So this is just a standstill idle check while it's in gear, all the gears. Hold it. So we're gonna recheck it one more time. I thought I was gonna have to put more, but for now it looks a little bit above full, but it's full. So, as I said, the way it's at is full. Full. Okay, I'm gonna check it one more time. We got a full stick. Okay. Now, took a little bit less than the 6.2. Right? Alright, we're gonna shut this down real quick. Always buy me some gas. I hear them flares blowing like a BMW. That's how the BMW M8 fan sound. It go, sound like a airplane. Sound like a fighter jet. All right, now motion. You're out of control, homie. So, okay, what I said I'm gonna check the motor oil. Let me hit the current off because you don't need the current on. And let's get some fresh tissue for that. Actually, let me throw on some gloves because the tighty gloves, gotta get rid of this. These could go for a female, basically. It's female hand gloves. XL, this is XL in female, in a female world. That's what it is. All right. So let's check the motor oil to see if I gotta top that oil too. Alright. Let's say I got that extra bottle. Come on. This is just a look right here. And this, I hate the way this thing be looking. It look like nothing. Don't it look like nothing? It looks so clear, it look like nothing. But, all right, let me go back in again. I don't like this stick. I don't know, in the future I may change it because I just don't like in terms of how it shows the oil. But it looks scattered. It looks scattered on this side. How it look on this side? It look like it's up to right here. All right, so up to right there is full, but I'm gonna add a little bit more, people, because that is just, I know when I start moving, as I told y'all with that that filter, right, the long sleeve, right, that it's gonna require a little bit more motor oil, like I said, and that's basically what it's asking for. So where's my funnel? And I gotta clean the funnel out again because I just put transmission oil in here. And let me get my brake cleaner, excuse me, non-motion. So transmission is good. And now it's just to hit it again. As I said, people, I gotta get an extra funnel. I know, I gotta get an extra funnel. I know. Alright, so I'll clean that out. Let's get back in with the, I actually gotta get the, oil. People, I got the oil in the Toyota. Let's put the protection around. So we don't make a mess. And that's cool. And I gotta get the oil, people. Can you believe it? Too much things going on at one time. Too much keys, too much cars, too much cars to fix, too much things to do. Got parts here, oil here. This and, What? All right, people, we gonna wrap it up real quick because before the camera dies. So if I don't get a chance to say like, comment, subscribe to my channel, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we just gonna dump this in real quick because we are running out of battery. So I'm giving y'all the last of the last, and this is what it is. And so I said, I just want to throw a touch more. This is Mobil 1, right? Gotta make sure. Yep, 5W30. A tad more. Not much. That was for the long sleeve filter, right? And let's get this out of here, right? Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, work it out. Come on, work it out, homie. Got the drip. Got it right here. And I'm gonna check the oil real quick, people, because we're running out of battery. And as I said, look at the back end videos. As I said, this was up next. This is done. 2 birds with 1 stone. That's what I call it. 2 birds with 1 stone. Transmission oil. I just touched my head on it. Right. Look at the back. Even though it's so clear, we can't see ish, as I said. Let's say it one more time. Busy day today in the garage, people in and out. We are in and out today, and I can't even, can you even tell? I can't even tell, honestly. I can see it from right here.
You gotta put out an angle.
Yeah, but I see it, yeah. All right, we gonna check it one more time, folks. I just seen the drip. Yeah, it's about right here. Right here. Right here. I maybe gonna add a little bit more people because I don't quite, not 100% satisfied with where it's at. I think it should be a little bit more because I told y'all with the long sleeve. So I'm gonna add a little bit more, as I said. Let me put my protection here. And it's a little bit more, nothing too much.